Okay, now on this example, what they did is they gave us 2 points, this point and this point. And they're saying, from those 2 points, write an equation in slope-intercept form. Now remember, that form is y equals mx plus b. That's the slope-intercept form. Okay? So, what we need to do is we need to use what we learned from that previous section to do this. Now there's other ways to do this, and maybe I'll show you those ways later on, but I'm going to use what we learned from the last section. And it starts off with step 1, which is finding the slope. Okay? So go back to last chapter, last lesson. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find the slope using that slope formula. So remember that slope is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Okay. Now knowing this, we just got to pick out which point's going to be which. Which point of these 2 points is going to be the first point, and which one's going to be the second one. Well, let's just make this one first and that one second one. And if this is the first point, then the 4 right here is going to be your x1, and the 3 is going to be your y1, and the 2 is going to be your x1, and the 1's going to be your y1. And now it's as simple as plugging those numbers into this formula. So y2 minus y1. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 2. That's 2. Ridiculous. y2 minus y1. Well, y2 is 1 minus y1 is negative 3. And then x2 is 2 minus x1 is 4. Now, if we simplify the top first, we should do that first. 1 minus negative 3 is like 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 minus 4 on the bottom gives you negative 2, so our slope is negative 2. So step 1, check. We found it. We found the slope. It's negative 2. Step 2 is plug the slope and 1 point into the, what is it? The point slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So let's do that. Let's take this point, we're going to plug the slope, put that in there, and you choose either of these 2 points. It doesn't matter. I'm going to choose this point. I like the 2 and the 1. That seems easy to me. So I'm going to take this 1, I'm going to plug it in for my y1. I'm going to take that 2 and plug it in for the x1 right there. And let's rewrite this right over here. Let's rewrite it. Let's see what we get. So we have y minus y1 turns out to be a 1 is equal to negative 2 times x minus x1 was 2. Now I know it was x2, but this point that we chose was 2. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just simplify it, because what we want to do is we want to make this look like this, y equals mx plus b. So we got to do a little simplification. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this negative 2 into the x and the negative 2. So I have y minus 1 still on this side is equal to negative 2x. That's from this part, and negative 2 times negative 2 is plus 4. Okay. Now, to get this y by itself, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Let's add those 1's, okay? And with the 1 added to both sides, that cancels this one out right here, so I have y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. And now it's in that form. We got it into the y equals mx plus b form, so we answered exactly what they want us to do, which was write an equation in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b form, for the line containing the point 4, negative 3, and 2, 1.